cannot be here. And if you have any questions that maybe they might come to your mind while I'm doing the transmission, then you can write them in the chat, or you can keep them with you, and then you can ask them at the end of this transmission. And I'm sure that it would be very interesting to receive some questions, because sometimes the topics I'm channeling on, they seem a bit theoretical. And sometimes when we ask questions, we find out how to apply what we are receiving into our day-to-day lives. So if you have such questions, please don't be shy and ask them. Okay, so please make yourself comfortable. And as always, you can sit in a meditation position. You can lay down as you wish to. If you're the kind who goes very deep into the theta state, then probably you like to sit more like this. And if you're not, then you can easily lay down as well. As always, take care to drink a bit more water so you can integrate these frequencies. Interestingly enough, I've received this guidance. If you remember, I received this guidance since I started to channel some years ago. And they would always say, when you integrate new frequencies, be sure to drink more water. And nowadays, I found this information in one of the books of Joe Dispenza. And he was saying that actually water helps a lot in this process. And it's indeed, the studies prove that water helps usually to relax the body and to help it go through this process in which we are accessing high frequencies. So please be sure to do so, mostly for those of you who maybe joined for the first time or so. And before I'm going to start this transmission, I will also take a moment here to share the link for our community. We have a very nice community on Telegram, and you're very welcome to join it. You can share your experience with us. You can ask questions. You can see when such transmissions usually take place and join us whenever you wish to. So please feel very, very welcome to join us here. And I'm just sharing the link, and you should see it now in the chat. Okay. So thank you very much for being here, and thank you for creating the sacred place together, the sacred space together. Nakena na shina mara na kena ina kena kina enna kera na inna kera na shana inna kera anna ina kera anna om inna kera na enna shena ra ina om kina ya on enna kera na ina diana kena omma ya omma ya omma ya ane kira na om. We, the Ascended Masters, we always enjoy connecting with you all. We are always here for you, always available, mostly to bring these vibrations right from within yourselves. Because whatever perception you might embrace right now, know that I, Thoth, as all the other Ascended Masters, we are all an expression of yourself. You as eternal consciousness, you as the infinite self. So wherever you look, be sure to look first within, because what's real indeed starts from there. If you wish to find the unlimited, the infinite, and to align yourself with it, then know that this comes and it can form only from within yourself. What you're actually looking for is what you already are. And it is that simple that you have forgotten how to embrace the simplicity of it. You have been so conditioned to look for effort, complexity, and so on, that you have forgotten that what you're truly looking for is already there within your heart. You're looking for rediscovering your true nature. You're looking for remembering who you are, for expanding your consciousness and spreading your wings beyond your physical reality. And for now, just embracing these intentions will already open those necessary doors for you to experience more and more the fifth dimensional world, your fifth dimensional reality. There is no world outside yourself. The world is always within, and you're one with it. There is no separation between world and you. You are the world. You are reality. You are all that is. So you are infinite. The question here is how you align your consciousness here and now, how you align your body and your mind with what you truly are. Many great teachers have discovered the truth beyond the physical world, but not so many manage to align the so-called physical with the astral. And not so many manage to make the physical vibrate so high that the physical is not seen anymore as being solid, but as what it truly is. This is why we, the Ascended Masters, we are here with you today, to teach you how to do this, to remind you that whatever you discover, if you bring it into your own experience, this is when you're making the discovery real. So turn your attention back to yourself, recognize who you are. See yourself beyond the body and the mind. And you already know that you're doing so when you observe. Observe the thoughts. Observe the physicality. Observe anything that moves, that changes, anything which is impermanent. Then you realize that if you can observe, it means that you cannot be that. You cannot be the body if you can observe the body. You cannot be a thought if you can observe the thought. You cannot even be the thought that says, I am this, if you can observe that. It means that you need to be something which is beyond that. You even say, I have a body. So who is this I? Turn your attention beyond your physical world. For this to become real, even if it starts in the mind, it needs to become your own experience. Reality starts beyond the physical. The physical is a reflection of it. The physical is a projection of a certain vibration. Turn yourself back to that original vibration. You do so when, instead of giving all of your importance, all of the importance to thinking and whatever moves in your physical world, you start giving attention to what's subtle, to the energy beyond all this. You close your eyes and you start with observing the space between your thoughts. You start noticing that there is space, yes, and that spaciousness is much more than anything else. You start finding yourself there, giving it importance, longing for it. Then you realize that that's not boring, that's not emptiness, that's not void. That space is a vibration, and that's filled up with energy. Then you realize that that's actually much larger than you have believed. When you give it importance, it becomes so. You realize that that's the background for everything, that without that, nothing exists. Then you realize that everything that appears and disappears does so in that space. You notice that without it, there cannot be anything. You start switching your attention from following so much whatever moves, whatever object, whatever item. You move your attention to that space and you realize that that's the substance of everything. You start looking for it, and you start doing so mostly from within, observing it in between your heartbeats, in between your thoughts, your emotions, in between your words, in the stillness of your body, in the silence of your mind. This is when you truly turn to yourself. Now, what's really interesting that your entire human society has been conditioned in a complete opposite way. You have learned that you always need to be productive, that as you engage more and more in action, your actions count more and more, that only the outcome of your actions is important. You have been so conditioned to believe that you need to be productive, because indeed your society wants you to be productive. More than that, it needs you to be productive. Now, what happens is that when you're always engaged with something, your mind is also always engaged with something. There is no space for resting, for observing the subtle, for coming back to the real. There is not even any space for your body to regenerate, to heal, for your emotional body to heal, for yourself to come back to your original blueprint, for your DNA to open. When you're always engaged with something, you are aligned with the linear time, and that linear time consumes you, and it obviously brings you to death. As much as you engage with it, your steps bring you there. The linear time flows in only one direction, and that direction goes always to death. It is an infinite one, it's limited. But it's not the real one, it's the one that you have been conditioned to believe in. Time is not limited. Time is an energy that you, humans, have created it. It is a concept. When you learn how to work with it, when you learn how to program it, then you'll be experiencing that fifth dimensional reality. Time is expanding continuously as your universe does. It doesn't flow in one direction. Once again, time is an energy. It flows everywhere, but mostly it flows where you want it to flow. When you understand this, you stop aligning your mind with the idea that time is limited. You stop creating pressure and tension within you. You stop talking about tomorrow and yesterday. You realize that time is now, and now contains all those moments that you refer as your past, and all those moments that you think of as your future. You see the time expanding, unlimited, serving you, serving your entire existence. And as you become more and more present, that linear time stops. Actually, when you're shifting your mind into experiencing what was called in your reality the altered state of mind, then many have reported that time seemed to stop. Indeed, linear time stops, because it has never been real. What we truly try to say is that as you become more still, more present, as you stop doing all the time, as you find yourself in between the pause, in between this and that, in that pause, when you give yourself space, this is when time stops. This is when you realize that time is infinite. This is when you start creating that fifth dimensional reality. We are here to simply remind you that if you wish to experience infinite, if you wish to experience immortality, all that you need to do is to come back to yourself, to stop thinking and planning, and to be present. Now let's start this with small steps. Let's start this by changing that main conditioning that says I always need to do something, otherwise I'm wasting my time. Look into that and ask yourself, do I truly resonate with this? Or do I feel blissful when I stop? Do I feel that I need rest sometimes? Do I find myself in that pause? And if the answer is yes, then follow your own intuition. And even if the answer is no, because maybe agitation comes up whenever you stop, those are your stored emotions, then stay with that as well. Have the courage to face those, because those live within you and they will keep manifesting. And then learn to stop more and more. Because as you go into that silence, into the stillness of your own body, something really miraculous happens. You start rewinding. Your cells start regenerating. Your brain waves slow down. Your blood pressure does the same, and your heart beats. You literally start regenerating completely. Your body starts healing. Your emotions do the same. And ultimately, your brain creates new neural pathways. So you become creative, discovering new ways. Most probably ways which resonate with the fifth dimensional paths. When this happens, you realize that being still is much more precious than doing anything else right now. Of course, you can do out of love and joy, and that will serve you and it will serve others. But not many of you are in that situation. So for now, be still. Let your body rewind and your mind do the same thing. Appreciate that stillness. Appreciate relaxation. Appreciate doing nothing at all. Being with yourself, meditating. This is how you stop time. This is how you literally stop aging. This is how you're regenerating. You're raising your vibration. And even if for some of you that might be uncomfortable, be sure to go through that discomfort. Be sure to look into it, because that shows something which lives within you. There are ways to be present. Present in happy times and present in sad times. But when you're present with your sadness transforms as well. It comes back into light and the vibration changes. So that stillness heals your sadness as well. Be sure to let go of that conditioning. You are not on earth to be productive. Earth is perfect as it is. Actually, your entire reality has always been perfect, because you are infinite, because there is no separation. But whenever you embrace the false story and you start acting upon it, suffering comes. And this is what you have started to do a long time ago. Not only you, humanity, but many others in the entire universe. And you're being influenced one by another. Now it is time to awaken from this game. You are not here to do. You are perfect as you are. And as you stay still, you're rediscovering that perfection. Until then, whatever you do comes from a false vibration, and it simply creates more and more suffering, more and more illusion, because it comes from an illusion, the illusion of being separated. So listen to your heart. Come back to that spaciousness, meditate, engage in silence, walk in nature. Do whatever you feel. Do whatever your intuition tells you, but be sure not to look for stimulus when there is no need for them. You have been so conditioned to believe that you always need to engage your five senses, that your happiness comes from there. It comes from what you see, what you hear, what you smell, and so on. Nothing more far away from the truth than this. Your happiness comes from within, from yourself. It has always been there. It's just that as far as you are programmed to believe that you need to gain your happiness, you will keep trying to do so. And until that program dies, you will keep pushing yourself to get that happiness from outside. It is like watching a movie on a screen and trying hard to interact with the characters in the movie. You might even try to drop water on that screen or fire or so on, having the impression that that's real. This is exactly what you're doing now. You're interacting with a projection. Moreover, you have identified yourself with that projection. You think that you are a body. And so you started to interact with the screen, not realizing that the projection comes from somewhere else, not looking for the projector, not trying to change things from there. When you change the light, the image on the screen changes, but you don't know this yet. So you try hard to change the images on the screen by interacting with them. You're walking in the opposite direction. And as much as you give importance to that, as much as you're losing your time. Use time wisely so you can become timeless. Use time in such a way so you can come back to yourselves and realize that there is no time. This is why you're here. Not here on earth, but here as this consciousness. You are the universe experiencing itself, not a body experiencing the universe. Realize this and stay with the truth within you. Withdraw your attention from the worldly things. Withdraw your attention from the physical world. Not in the way that we ask you to step away, but simply bring your attention within to that spaciousness, to that vibration, to that stillness. Give it so much attention that it overwhelms you with bliss, because this is what it truly is. And stay there. And then whatever happens, whenever it happens in your world, see that as a movement in that spaciousness. Observe any form, appearing and disappearing, even your own form. Names, items, objects, movements, emotions, thoughts. They all come and go in that space. But don't give up importance to them. Be the witness of them. Let them come and go, because they will always come and go. But you are always the same. You are infinite. You are timeless, unlimited. And when you stay there, you can see all this. The life is blissful and it is infinite. Your body is part of the same projection. Your body doesn't have an expiration date. It's not meant to live or die, and it was not even ever born as you might think so. Your body is a projection of the mind. You can call it a hologram. You can call it a frequency if you wish to. That projection also appears and disappears. When you go to sleep at night, your body goes away. Many times during your dream state, you take another form. And then as you wake up in the morning and you look around, you remember about your body and it comes back. And it comes back exactly as you remember it. And as you tell yourself the stories that you have learned, that your body is meant to get sick, that it ages, because time flows in one direction. Because time is linear. When you continue to tell yourself all the stories that you have learned, you live upon them. And then your body, of course, would be a projection of that. But when you realize that it's all a game, and your body simply comes and goes, and even when you close your eyes, your body disappears. And then you start realizing that your body can come and go whenever you wish to. That's why the Ascended Masters know how to manifest the body whenever they need so, but they never really choose to identify with one. Not even to permanently have one. We simply manifest any form we wish to whenever we want to. And that's because we know that it is an appearance, it's an illusion. We are not attached to the form. The form is a projection of what we wish to manifest. This is how we would like you to see your body. Don't get to attach yourself of your body. Don't even wish for your body to live forever. There is no such thing as death. But wish for yourselves to be aware, to be so aware that when the moment of dying comes, your consciousness stays intact and you're carrying everything with you, not your identification, and not those personal memories, and not that which is unreal, but you carry that state of presence, remaining continuously aware This is what us, the Ascended Masters, invite you to do. To wish for that awareness, that deep state of presence to join you continuously. This is what it means to be immortal. This is what it means to be infinite. The body can come and go. It's not meant to do so. It has been programmed to do so. You can do whatever you wish with the body. It's irrelevant. It's a simple projection. It's not more than any other object in your environment. It's not more than a tree or a plant or an animal. It's a form. And form is always a projection of a certain vibration. You look into that which is real, which makes the projection. And then you're going to learn how to create and stop creating forms, how to play with them, how to shift from different forms. You'll be learning that you are consciousness and that you're all the forms in the same time and no form. When you discover this, the fact that you have a body will be completely irrelevant. Don't be attached to it, and don't be attached to anything. Simply flow. Allow yourself to be present. And if you do any kind of effort, then let that effort be a wise effort, so you can become more and more present. With the Ascended Masters, we truly love you. We are always here with you. So be sure to change that conditioning. Don't be productive. Do it the opposite way. Rest, stay in silence. Come back to being, so you can discover that being is enough. Everything else comes to you when you are. Whatever your physicality might need will naturally come to you. But for this to happen, you'll need to give yourself the chance to experience it. And then change this conditioning about time. That time is linear, time flows in one direction, time is limited. See time as a great expansion, an energy that flows in all directions. See yourself directing time where you wish to. Come back to moments in your past and change them. Go into your future and observe that. Create it wisely. Shift timelines. Be playful. You're going to realize that there is no such thing as time. Reframe. Yes, reframe your reality. And then you'll be seeing that even your memories are not fixed. That when you're reframing, which means changing the vibration of a past moment, your memories will change. And then guess what? What you have been identified with for such a long time, yes, that you'll be realizing that even that is not fixed at all. Even what you call the past, that you thought that is done, it is not done. It can be influenced and changed continuously. And it can affect your present moment because it is one with it. Start with time is expanding continuously. Bring your attention into now. Don't plan. Don't think about tomorrow and don't think about yesterday. Be present. And you're going to experience that flow. Cancel all ideas about time. Whatever your mind says, like I do not have enough time, time doesn't serve me, time is limited, things might not happen at the right time, whatever your mind tells you, cancel all that one by one and come back to time is continuously expanding. Enjoy that. We are here with you to guide you, to support your ascension. This is our mission. We walk along with you. We love you. Thank you so much for receiving this transmission. Please gently come back. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And open your eyes.